Good afternoon. Welcome to the forecast discussion for July 31st, 2014. Of course, it's 1:30 p.m., the last day of July. Why is it important? Well, aside from the fact that this weekend is my birthday, yay me. Also, we haven't had one heat wave yet. One, not one. And we're almost all the way through summer. We got one more month really of summer to go. Then you get in September where you get that kind of Indian summer type scenario where it's cool, then it's hot, then it's cool, and then in October one more hot shot, and then it's done. But really, no heat waves. And the way that the pattern's setting up, I don't really expect much of an Indian summer either. I'll explain why in just a moment, why we're seeing this rather comfortable summer and what to expect for this upcoming weekend, which unfortunately looks a little bit stormy. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance. So here's the latest observations as of 1:30 p.m. and as you can see, we're still averaging below normal for this time of year. Again, we should be around 85, 86 degrees for a high. And as of 1:30 p.m., we're in the lower to mid 70s over the northern interior, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast. Dew point's a little bit higher now. We're in the mid to upper 50s along the coast, even a few lower 60s in the Philadelphia metro, as we are seeing more of a southwesterly flow take hold as high pressure shifts off the coast. For the most part, scattered cloud cover is in place, but I can't rule out an isolated shower later on this afternoon and evening. On the latest surface map, pretty much that cold front's well off the coast, and that's a good thing. That means high pressure is in complete control, but not for long. We have disturbances on the way, one over the Great Lakes, another one brewing over here over plains of Canada, another one around Texas, and these disturbances are going to basically come together, have a nice little party right over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area just in time for our weekend, which means overcast skies and scattered showers throughout the entire weekend and temperatures remaining upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. Well, at least I'll have an excuse to go to the movies this weekend instead of going to the beach because I don't really like going to the beach anyway. So let's take a look at the latest water vapor satellite picture, and this basically explains the whole story. A nice powerful trough over much of the eastern United States. You can clearly see that right here. And then you have your ridge out here in the western Atlantic. Now what's happening is that this ridge is going to build back towards the east coast, but not enough to get into our neck of the woods. But unfortunately, that's going to cause this cold front to retrograde and install right along the eastern United States, right along the New Jersey coastal waters. Meanwhile, these pesky little disturbances like this one here, this one up here, this one down here, are all going to try to ride along that cold front and lead to the threat for scattered showers starting tomorrow afternoon, continuing through Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday morning. So there's going to be a threat for showers, not a washout, but certainly a very active weekend for shower threat. Not much in the way of severe thunderstorms though, because the atmosphere is relatively what we call stable, which means it's actually it's actually cooler at the surface, and then some mid-level temperatures are actually warmer. And so that typically leads to what we call a stable atmosphere. On the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see, scattered to variable cloud cover, not that bad of a day at all. This type of disturbance right here that's exiting, and this one that's starting to move through the Great Lakes right now, these are the type of disturbances for today on through tomorrow morning that could touch off a shower or two. But as you can see, the further south you go, the more likely you'll just remain dry. The further north you go into the Hudson River Valley, watch out for a passing shower. And then you can see all the moisture starting to build down here in the southeast. And you can see that trough carving out, and some of that moisture already starting to creep its way up into Virginia, and eventually it will lock in over much of the eastern United States. We can see that very nicely on the radar. In fact, we got showers and thunderstorms down here over the southern plains. Showers are starting to brew over South Carolina and North Carolina. And then we're high and dry right now over the northern mid-Atlantic, with this disturbance staying well to the north of us. But you could see how that moisture train is starting to build northward, and eventually for this weekend will extend into our neck of the woods. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the European model guidance. Again, for this evening, pretty much dry. Isolated shower possible in the northern interior. Temperatures falling into the lower to mid 60s for lows. For tomorrow, high pressure giving way. Look out for scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. I do not expect any severe thunderstorms though. Temperatures ranging from the upper 70s to lower 80s for highs, which as you can see is not exactly the most unstable atmosphere we've had this summer. For this weekend, disturbances rotating throughout the forecast area. You can see that the mid-levels are filled with moisture here. Not a washout again, but just scattered showers as these disturbances rotate around the trough. And so as a result, look for scattered showers, winds from the east and northeast, temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 60s for lows, upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. Same scenario once again for Monday. The one difference though on Monday is that we'll be a little bit warmer with more of a southwesterly flow rather than a southeasterly flow, which means temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs, which by the way is pretty much back to near normal levels. For Tuesday and for Wednesday, high pressure generally controlled. We're going to have to watch out to see the speed of this cold front that will be approaching on Wednesday afternoon. This is a powerful cold front too. It's going to knock us right back down to well below normal levels. But for Tuesday and Wednesday, and even into Thursday for now, I'm looking at temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to mid to upper 60s for lows, lower to mid 80s for highs. By Thursday, depending on the speed of that cold front, we actually could see temperatures top off in the mid 80s around 1 p.m. and then crash through the 70s as that cold front moves through. That's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Steven DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.